Are you still cooking eggs the old-fashioned way? Fried eggs are too greasy, and hard-boiled eggs are just too boring? Today, I'm going to share with you a completely different way to prepare eggs. One that's simple, delicious, and results in a tender, smooth, and appetizing dish. First, I prepared a zucchini, and then used a grater to shred it into thin strips. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments below. It's amazing to see how we can connect and share moments from all around the world. Then, I put all the zucchini into a tray. Add a little salt and stir with a fork so that the salt coats the zucchini strands. I left it for about 6 minutes. Zucchini contains quite a lot of water, so this step will help the zucchini release some of that water. After waiting the required time, I carefully squeezed out the excess water with my hands. How do you usually cook zucchini? Stir-fried, in soup, deep-fried, or combined with eggs like in today's dish? Share your family's favorite zucchini dish in the comments. Maybe we'll find another great recipe to try. I put the squeezed zucchini pulp into a glass bowl, then spread it evenly with a fork. Next, I cracked 2 eggs in. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and black pepper. I added 1 tablespoon of flour to help the ingredients bind together better when frying. Finally, add 1/4 teaspoon of paprika powder, which not only adds a beautiful color, but also provides a distinctive aroma. I mixed everything together until the egg and flour coated each zucchini strand. I placed the pan on the stove and brushed a thin layer of cooking oil over the entire surface. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments below. It's amazing to see how we can connect and share moments from all around the world. Once the pan was hot, I poured the zucchini mixture into it, gently spreading it into slightly flattened, round patties. But I didn't fry them over high heat right away. I used a spoon to create a small indentation right in the middle of each pancake. In another bowl, I cracked 2 eggs. Use a spoon to carefully separate the yolk, trying to keep it intact. Then, I gently placed each egg yolk in the center of the hollow in each zucchini pie. At this point, the yolk sits neatly in the middle of the zucchini layer, looking like a pastry with an egg filling in the center. I covered the pan, lowered the heat to low, and let the cake cook slowly. Gentle heat will help the zucchini cook evenly, while the yolk in the center slowly solidifies while maintaining its attractive shape. Don't throw away the remaining egg whites in the bowl just yet. I stir gently to help them dissolve more evenly. Then slowly add about 200 milliliters of warm milk. It's wonderful to connect with you all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit subscribe. Thank you for your support. Next, I added 15 grams of sugar and stirred gently until the sugar was completely dissolved. To ensure the finished product has a smoother and more attractive surface after steaming, I pour the entire mixture through a sieve. This step helps remove any undissolved egg whites and also filters out air bubbles created during stirring. Then, cover the mold tightly with aluminum foil. This prevents condensation from dripping directly onto the surface of the steamed dish, avoiding holes or loss of smoothness. Next, place the mold on the steamer rack. I covered the pot tightly and simmered it over low heat for about 20-25 minutes, allowing the steam to slowly solidify the mixture. During the steaming process, the moderate temperature will help the milk and egg whites curdle slowly, creating a smoother and more uniform texture. By this time, the zucchini pancakes were cooked through. I gently removed each one from the pan and arranged them on a plate. Looking at them, the zucchini layer was lightly golden, while the yolk in the center still retained its beautiful round shape. The combination of the mild sweetness of zucchini, eggs, and the slightly spicy aroma of paprika creates a simple yet delightful dish. Returning to the steamed eggs, once enough time had passed, I gently removed the mold from the steamer and let it cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you prefer, you can enjoy it while it's still slightly warm, at which point the texture will be soft and smooth. If you want the dish to be cooler and have a firmer, more structured texture, I recommend refrigerating it for about 1 to 2 hours before serving. Depending on your preference, you can choose to eat it hot or cold. But either way, the dish will retain its soft, smooth texture and the delicate aroma of eggs and milk. Next, I placed the 2 strainers on the handles of the pot, ensuring they were securely fixed above the water surface. Now, I gently crack each egg directly onto the sieve. You'll see the egg whites settle neatly on the surface of the sieve, instead of spreading all over the pot, like in the usual poaching method. The watery liquid will drain to the bottom. I covered the pot tightly so that the hot steam would slowly cook the eggs. In just about 5 minutes, the outer layer of egg white has set, forming a soft white coating around the yolk. I carefully removed the eggs from the sieve and placed them on a slice of bread. I gently cut down the center with a knife. The golden yolk slowly flowed down onto the bread, while the egg white retained its neat, smooth shape. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Your support is what motivates me to keep sharing more simple and healthy cooking tips every day. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.